How much rain can a cloud hold? She wants to be the girl in the passenger seat, feet up on the dashboard, playing with the radio while he drives. Outside, the glass is clinging to 1,000 little drops. She tries her best to count them before the windscreen wipers quickly flick them off. She watches him squash his eyes at out-of-date signposts, and neither of them can admit that they are lost. The place hasn't changed much. Heating still on the blink, stale biscuits in a chip jar from the last time they stayed. But she loves making tea this way, placing the grubby tin kettle on the hob, listening for its hiss. They know each other's movements so well. It's this brilliant dance they do. They've been doing it for years. She loves the way that he leans himself against the kitchen door, thinks of him reliving his childhood from the back porch. They've come here to remember in all that November mud. Tonight, she'll build the fireplace and won't let him help. They'll play board games with the bits missing. No one will win. She'll sit, holding him to her chest like glass, holding grief like the whole house. Imagine him being able to send grief in an envelope, the weight of it in her hand. She knows in the morning the clouds will sap the sun and the windows in the house will all be wet. She knows that they'll walk their grief in other people's wellies, him taking in the silver lichen trees, her running and being angry at him for standing still. When the fire burns out, they go upstairs, flop into a bed that's damp with cold. Him worrying about grey hairs, her worrying about ghosts. She decides it doesn't really matter where they go. Grief will follow. Even in the sunniest of places, it won't dry itself out of them. They are piles of wet washing with nowhere to hang themselves out. He buys fat mushrooms from the supermarket, rich in vitamin D. After the mushrooms, they walk in silence, this time by the drip of a stream. She tells him that swans mate for life, and he gives her a look, as lonely as the sky. She moves her hand across the bed sheets. They're like the ones she had as a kid. She remembers the clean smell when her mum tucked the corners in, her pretending the bed was an island, the carpet, the sea. She pushes her face to his shoulder and hears him breathe. She wipes her nose on his sleeve. She wants to wake him up. There's this painting on the wall of 2 parrots with pastel-coloured wings. She imagines them flying, but they are leaning on each other like 2 worn-out trees, knowing that if one of them gets up to leave, well, that'd be it.